Hey everybody, it's Ty with Wayfinder Really, your host for Sold on Flavor. This week, got a little derailed. So it is Monday. Normally I film on Wednesday. I'm going to be out of town for a couple days. And unfortunately, last night I had a little accident. And a grandfather or a tall clock was starting to fall. I went to catch it. My hand went through a plate glass, and I have 4 stitches on the back of my finger. So I'm going to make a very simple recipe. We're going to do buffalo chicken meatloaf. And then for a side, we're going to do a lemon garlic broccoli to accompany it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Put a little water in the pan and see it starts to glide around instead of just sit there and fizzle. That lets you know your pan's preheated for stainless steel anyway. So a little bit of olive oil. This is perfect since I cut my hand. Just put some mirepoix. Now, mirepoix is onions, carrots, and celery, and usually the ratio is 2 parts onion to 1 part celery to 1 part carrots, right? So if you think about it as a cup, it'd be a 1/4 cup of celery, 1/4 cup of carrots, and 1/2 cup of onions. And I'm just cooking this for a couple minutes. I just want to make it translucent. I think you'd be okay. I think it'll be too much of a crunch if you don't cook it down. It's only been a couple minutes, and that's perfect. Like I said, I just wanted to give it a little heat before I threw it in my mix here. So I'm going to put this aside, let this cool a little bit, and incorporate it into the chicken. This is super simple to make. So let's see. First thing we're going to do is put in 4 cloves of garlic. And they're smaller, right? So they don't have to be huge. Next up are breadcrumbs. I'm using plain breadcrumbs. You might not want to use the seasoned ones because there's the oregano and basil, and that's not necessarily flavors we need to have in this dish. Put a little bit more in here. Using 2 pounds of chicken, you could go with 1 pound if you wanted to, but I want to make sure that I have plenty left over. Then my mirepoix. Normally, I would just grind my own chicken, but because of my injury, I don't want to handle the mixer and have to clean it and everything, nor do I want to leave it for my wife. I'm going to put some blue cheese in here now. I'm going to save some for later, too. That's good. All right. 2 eggs. I was going to make my own buffalo sauce, but I'm going to use, I'm using this product Moore's. This is not, I'm not getting paid for any of this. This is just, I've started to use this. Now, I'll be honest, when I first came down here to the South, I was looking for a product for Archie Moore's sauce, really available in New England. It's not available down here. If you ever have a chance, the original Archie Moore's is still operated in New Haven, Connecticut, where I used to be a bouncer. Love that place, but this was always my favorite wing place. So just want to incorporate this. Then I'm just going to put this in a baking dish. Now, after it's cooked, I'm going to pour a little bit extra blue cheese and wing sauce on the top, along with some blue cheese dressing. But again, with one hand, this is really a great product. Seems a little wet. I'm going to have to put a little more breadcrumbs in it. I'm going to take my meatloaf and just plop it right in there. Now, if for some reason you don't like blue cheese, the actual crumbles or something like that, I do recommend maybe a cheddar to go in there. Just spreading this out so it's even here. This is going to bake in the oven at 350 for approximately 45 minutes to an hour. We want to hit a temperature of 165 degrees, so I'll be using a thermometer. Let's get this in the oven. Okay, it took about 15 minutes. I took a couple temperature checks. They're all over 170, 75, so it's clearly cooked. Just drizzle a little bit of buffalo sauce on top of it and some crumbled blue cheese. And now we're going to make the broccoli. All you need to do is make some cuts here. Make your florets. So we're going to get our garlic in here. Get the zest of a lemon. Some crushed red pepper. A little bit. And some olive oil. Toss that around. Put this in the oven at 350. That literally just took 10 minutes to make. So now I have my buffalo chicken meatloaf, and I can have broccoli or lemon garlic broccoli on the side. Hey everybody, it's Ty with Wayfinder Really, your host for Sold on Flavor. This week, buffalo chicken meatloaf with lemon garlic broccoli. Let's give this a bite. A meal that can be made with one hand, huh? That's delicious. A meal to be shared with a friend in your home. If I can be of assistance, please give me a call. Till next week, take care.